Hi, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do an awesome ice cream design, and it's all 3D acrylic. So for this ice cream design, I've already applied the tip, I've prepped the nail, we've dehydrated, we've got the primer on, and we're ready to crack on with the acrylic application. Now I'm using Ice Mocha Chocolate, which sounds delicious in itself, I think. And we're going to put a bead of this towards the end of the free edge here. And this is going to be the cone. Just going to slightly knit in the top. It doesn't need to be completely perfect. I'm just making sure this is nice and even. Let that set a little bit. So I need that to start to lose its shine, and I'm going to use some mesh. So this is going to create the shape of the waffle that you get on the cones. So I'm just gently pressing this in. If you press this in too early, the net will get stuck in the acrylic, and you don't want that. You want it to be able to come out. So you're literally just using it for the shape. So once you've pressed it in enough, you can take that out, and there you are, you've got your waffly effect. I am going to apply clear over the top because I want it to be wearable. Can you imagine getting all your makeup stuck in there? That'd cause me a nightmare. So just a thin layer of clear acrylic, and that's just going to encapsulate that design. And it's also going to give it a little bit of strength as well. Now I've chosen some powders for ice cream. So we've got Pink Flamingo, I love that colour, I use it quite a lot. Soft Pastel Lemon, so that's like a vanilla kind of colour. And we've also got Pure Brown that we can use for chocolate. So I'm going to file this now it's set. The reason I'm filing it now is because everything else is going to be 3D and raised, but this part of the nail won't. I'm supporting the nail because this is just on the free edge. Okay, I'm just going to clean this up. I'm also going to prep the natural nail again. So I'm going to dehydrate. And I'm going to apply the primer. Then the liquid that I'm using now is high speed, so I want this to set quite quick. So I'm going to use the Soft Pastel Lemon. We put that on there. And I'm just going to tease some little bits down as if it's melting. With the tip of the brush I'm just bringing some little sections up just to exaggerate those drips. Just put a little bit more on. I want to make this look a little bit more textured. So I'm going to use the very tip of the brush to just add little bits of texture. So it looks like real ice cream. Now I'm going to use some of the brown. There's chocolate here on one side. This will be your chocolate ice cream. We can tease some little drips. I'm just going to use the tip of the brush again just to make that a little bit more textured. Then we're going to use the pink on this side. Encourage some drips coming down. You still need to keep the cuticle and the side walls free from product. What I'm going to do now is seal using Mega Gloss the ice cream, just so the ice cream's nice and shiny. You don't need a lot. I want a very, very small amount on here. I don't want it to take away from the design. And pop that into the lamp and cure. And now with the cone, and the waffle area, I'm going to put the matte gel polish sealer on there. Pop that into the lamp. I'm going to remove the sticky layer from the matte gel. So you can see you've got a couple of textures going on there. You've got the cone, which is nice and matte, and also textured and encapsulated. And then you've got the nice shiny ice cream. That nail looks good enough to eat.